of students, welcome back. Previously we have studied about the chain surveying completely. We have studied about the chain surveying. Now we are going to study about the compass surveying. So first we will be going to what is nothing but compass itself indicates that we will be studying, we will be taking the values according to the direction. So right here we will be calculating the directions. Directions means here north, east, south, west. So here we will be calculating our horizontal angles. By using the compass we will be calculating horizontal angles. Right. So next here the principle of compass surveying is traversing. So right, previously what was the principle of chain surveying? Principle of chain surveying was the triangulation, right? Because whatever the chain we will be using, it will be dividing the land into different trigonometrical shapes. So for that what we have told triangulation. So here next one is the traversing. Traversing is nothing but the connecting the lines, connecting the series of the lines. So right, the connecting the series of the lines, here what they will be doing, the angle of these lines will be calculated. The angle of these lines will be calculated by using the compass. It will be calculated by using the compass, and the length of this line will be calculated. The length of line will be measured by using the chain or tape. So see here what we will be telling this one, the series of connecting lines. Series of connecting lines here means this is one line which is connected by another direction, and this is one line this is connected by another direction. Here we have how many types of traverse? Here we have different types of traverse. Here we will be considering first one is open traverse, and second one is closed traverse. Right, open traverse will be like this. Here I am drawing the direction for each and every line. Open traverse will be the series of line will never end. Series of line will be never end. Here see here A, B, C, D, E, F. So right, what is the traverse here? A, B, C, D, E, F. Right, when comes to the closed traverse, when you come for the closed traverse, so here the starting point will become the end point, forming any traverse, forming any figure. So see here it is a point A, here it is a point B, here it is a point C, here it is a point D, here it is a point E. Right, it is forming a pentagon. Right, here I am taking the pentagon. Other than the triangle, whichever the figure will form, that will be formed by traverse only here. These are all the interior angles, and here this traverse will be A, B, C, D, A. Right, means the starting point will become a ending point. The starting point should meet the end point, that is the closed traverse. And here the starting point will never meet the end point. Right, this is called the traverse. Next is here I have told you principle of surveying, principle of the traversing. Remember that there will be a different types of the different instrument consists of different principles, and even surveying will be also having the principle. I have already told you that, please remember this one, right? Next one, types of compasses. So see here, in any survey, in any practical, in surveying, we will be considering the direction. We will be considering the direction. So remember everyone, whenever we will be going for the any practical, we will be considering the north. So see here, north will be the hero for surveying. For every experiment, we will be considering the north as the preference, means that is a fixed direction. So see here, next one is types of compass. Next one is types of compass. First one is prismatic compass. Prismatic compass. Second one is surveyor's compass. See here, mostly we will be using prismatic compass, because the prismatic compass from 0 degrees to we will be calculating up to 360, total 360 degrees, north, east, south and west. Here when you go for the surveyor's compass, here what you will be doing, here you will be 0 to 90, again it will become 0 and again it will become 90. So we will be calculating according to the quadrants. In this one, what we will be doing, we will be taking north as a reference, only north as a reference. Here we will be calculating according to the quadrants. So right, first I will show you the what is prismatic compass here. So right, see everyone, we will be performing by using this one. This is the prismatic compass. Prismatic compass is the handhold instrument. Here you can see that from here you have the graduation ring. Here you have the graduation ring. Here what you will be taking from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, you will be having all the graduations on this ring. Inside what you will be having, inside you will be having a dip of the magnetic needle. So here here you guys can see it clearly, right? This is the sight vein. This is the eye vein. This is the eye vein, right? These are the lenses. This is the eye vein. In this you will be having the mirror inside. In this you will be having the lenses. This is the sight vein. Here again you will be having the mirror here for looking downward direction. Here you will be having the sight. This what we will be doing, like this we will be sighting towards our target. Like this we will be sighting towards the target, and from here whenever you look down, you can check the readings. And here see here, whenever I am keeping this the compass is having one disadvantage, is that it is very attractive to the magnetic material. It is very attractive towards the magnetic material, because inside you will be having the magnetic needle inside. So whenever you will go near the poles, steel things, iron things, it will start rotating. So before that only what we have to do, we need to magnetize that one. So there that one term called dip of magnetic needle. So what we will be doing before starting the experiment, we need to use the brake pin. See here, whenever we will use the brake pin, it stops, or else what happened, it only revolves. So due to the magnetic power. So due to the magnetic power, what we have to do before starting any experiment, before starting using this one, we need to, what we need to do, we need to magnetize the needle. So right, once we magnetize the needle, once we start the experiment, once it start, then it starts giving the readings. And here what we will be doing before starting the experiment, whenever we will do it, a magnetize that is called dip of the magnetic needle. At that moment, for 2 marks I will be asking this one in the internal examination. So see everyone, here you can see one black one, that is called a magnetic needle. Whenever you are starting the experiment, whenever you are starting the anything using the prismatic compass, you need to check it whether it is in a north direction or not. Remember this one. See everyone, here you will be having a one thread that is made up of the horsehair for the sharp vision, because this you are going to sight towards the ranging rod. Ranging rod is reference for our target. Ranging rod is used for reference of our target. Here you guys can see this one. Here you will be having the lenses. Whenever you see from here, you can be able to see the reading on your graduation ring. This is called the prismatic compass. This is called the prismatic compass, and this is known as the brake pin. This is known as the brake pin for stopping your graduation ring. Like this you need to see. So see here, the least count of your prismatic compass will be 30 seconds. The least count of prismatic compass will be 30 seconds. Right? So see here everyone, here we will be calculating degrees, minutes and seconds. Right? As I have already told you, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Right? Right, next one I will be telling you, will be having the 2 terms in the compass surveying. First one is the bearing and one more is the meridian. So right, meridian itself indicates that it is a fixed direction. Right, meridian itself indicates that fixed direction, and bearing is the horizontal angle which is taken between the lines and towards the fixed direction. So right, there are 2 terms called bearing and meridian. First one is the bearing. Bearing is nothing but the horizontal angle which is taken from the fixed direction. Horizontal angle which is taken from the fixed direction. Right, next one is the meridian, magnetic meridian. Right, it is nothing but the magnetic meridian is nothing but the fixed direction. Right, here you will be having a different types of meridians, different types of bearings. Right, everyone note down this. So right, here see everyone, fixed direction. From the fixed direction we will be taking it as a reference, and we will be calculating the bearings. Just now I have said horizontal angles, bearing is nothing but the horizontal angle between the lines. Between the lines using the any fixed direction. Here the fixed direction is meridian, and reference we will be taking the meridian as a reference, and we will be calculating the bearings. So right here first we will check the what is magnetic north. Right, see everyone, this is your compass. Here I am taking the directions. First one is next one is the west. So right here I have already told you in this direction, which is immediately after the true north, which is so I have already shown you guys that black one magnetic needle, wherever it will show, so that it will become a magnetic north. Magnetic north, and here we have a point. Right here we are, for example, here I am standing holding and holding the prismatic compass. Here I am standing and holding the prismatic compass, and for example there is my point. Here I am from there, for example here is my point. From here I am sighting towards this point. So automatically my compass start turning in some angle. So right, this is the point which I am taking. So I am considering it as a B. So see here, from here to here, whichever the angle you will be getting, that is known as the magnetic bearing. That is known as the magnetic bearing. Right? From here to here you will be getting whatever the angle you will be getting, that is known as the true bearing. Right, here it is known as the true north or true meridian Right, here what we will be calling magnetic meridian or magnetic meridian or magnetic north. We will be calling it as a magnetic meridian. See here, again I am showing you guys. Here you can see the black one. Whenever it show towards the north, it will deflect towards the leftward direction. So that is known as the magnetized one. Due to the magnetic power, it deflects from the north. So here what we will be considering it as a north, magnetic north, and here it is a true north. So from true north, whatever the bearing you will be taking, that is known as the true bearing. I hope you guys have understood, or else whenever I conduct the experiment, you will be getting to know about this one. So next we will study about the designation of the magnetic bearings. Designation of the magnetic bearings. In that you will be having a two systems. One is whole circle bearing and one more is reduced bearing. First one is the whole circle bearing and second one is the quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing, right? Designation of magnetic, right? These are the, you will be having a two designations. First one is the whole circle bearing system and second one is the quadrantal bearing system, right? These are the two systems for calculating the bearings by using the compass. So right, first one is the whole circle bearing system. Whole circle bearing system. So here we will be calling it as a WCS method or azimuthal bearing system, right? Next one is the reduced bearing. So this is known as the RB or quadrantal bearing system. Quadrantal bearing system is also known as the QB. So right, these are your complete chapter, your complete whatever the compass surveying topic is there, that will be falling under, that will be revolving under these two systems only. Remember this one and listen carefully. Right, first we will be studying about the whole circle bearing system. Whole circle bearing system itself indicates that we will be completely studying the circle from 0 to 90 here. From 0 north will be reflecting here, at 90 east will be reflecting here, at south it will be 180 degrees, right, at west it will be 270 degrees. So previously I have told you that prismatic compass, what I have already shown you, that works on the whole circle bearing system. Right, here prismatic quadrantal reduced bearing itself indicates that whatever the surveyor's compass is available, surveyor's compass completely works on the principle of reduced bearing system only. Right, what we will be doing, quadrants, first, second, third and fourth. Remember this, your max quadrants will be different in surveying. Surveyors, it works on the principle of direction only. So here north east, this will be northeast quadrant. Right, here southeast quadrant, first, second. Right, next, so here it will be 90 degrees, and next here in this what it will be, north and south will be 0. East, at east and west it will be 90 degrees. So whatever the values you will be getting, we have to reduce to the 90 degrees only. So see here again it will be south 0 degrees. Right, again towards the west it will be 90 degrees. This is the southwest quadrant, third quadrant. Here it will be northwest quadrant, fourth quadrant. So remember this one. First, next we will be studying about the, I will be briefing about the whole circle bearing system and the reduced bearing system. Right. Right. Next we will study about the whole circle bearing system. Right. North, east, south, west, 0, 90, 180, 270. Here I am standing, here I have what I did, here I have kept my target, here I have kept my target, here I have kept my target, and here I have kept my target. So now I have to sight. Sight means seeing towards the, ranging towards my target. So see here I need to calculate the angle between A, from north to A. Here is my bearing line. From here to here, whatever you will be taking, here I am, this is the theta 1, bearing of line OA will become theta 1. So write here again, sighting towards B. So here I have already told you, in the whole circle bearing the reference will be north, only north. So write from north again I am stretching the angle towards the B, that is theta 2. Here again the bearing of line OB will be theta 2. Again I am sighting towards the C, point C, right, point C. Again I have to take the reference from north, so this will become theta 3. This will become theta 3. So write OC will be theta 3. Next again I am sighting towards the D. That will become a theta 4. Like this you need to calculate, in the whole circle bearing system. Like this you need to calculate in the whole circle bearing system. Right, north will be the reference and we will be moving towards all the direction, but we will be taking north as a reference. Remember this one, north as a reference. Next we will be going for the reduced, we will be going to the reduced bearing. Next one is the reduced bearing or quadrantal bearing. Right, see everyone, I have already told you, whenever you will be choosing the surveyor's compass or quadrantal bearing system, what we have to do, this will be 0, this will be 90, this will be 0, this will be 90. North and south will be reference towards east or west. North and south will be reference towards east or west. So again I am standing here, here is my target, here is my target, here is my target and here is my target. So I am sighting towards the first target. So here it will be theta. Right, reduced bearing of OA will be north, making an angle theta 1 towards the east. So here, right, next here I am taking, here it is my target, and from south I am taking the angle south towards the east. I have already told you, reference will be north or south. Here reduced bearing of OB will be south theta 2, making an angle towards the east. South is the reference towards east or east. Right, next here is my target, already I have kept the dot here. From here I am again taking the bearing, south will be my reference and towards west, that is theta 3. So here OC will be south, making an angle theta 3 towards the west. Next one, right, here north will be the reference, making an angle towards the west, that is theta 4. Here OD equal to north, making an angle theta 4 towards the west. So right, this will be your first quadrant, that is northeast. This is second quadrant, that is southeast. This is your third quadrant, that will be southwest. This is the fourth quadrant, that is northwest. So right, this is not like your mathematics. Mathematics quadrants will be different from the surveying quadrant. Surveying is completely depends upon the direction, right?